Hi everyone, this is Brad at Commerce Acceleration Group again. Thank you for stopping by our YouTube channel. You may also be watching this video on our website. And today's video is a quick video about how to optimize and start an online paid advertising campaign, but to do it right. We see people that are running campaigns all the time that don't have the proper setup and configuration, some just basic simple steps that'll make sure that you can actually track a profitable ad campaign. And for the retailers and consumers out there, this is also something, here's a secret, this is something that you can hold your current agency accountable to as well. So here we go, starting at the top, traffic source. We want to make sure that we have the right traffic sources. So the number one playbook that most people that are running campaigns go for today is Google AdWords. I encourage you, you do want to start with Google AdWords, but keep the budget small. You're going to find that Google AdWords has the highest amount of competition and that your cost per acquisition, your actual cost for your sale, is going to be tough to run a profitable campaign on Google AdWords. Now you can get some pretty good campaigns there. I would focus on longer tail, less competitive keywords and try to find some niches within Google AdWords, but just running, and your branded keywords obviously is important as well, the name of your company, etc. So that's a good place to start with Google AdWords. I recommend finding and spending some money, yes, invest into this. If you're going to do a paid ad campaign, you have to invest into testing and finding the right traffic sources. It's just part of the process. It's not like 10 years ago or 5 years ago where you could just throw up a campaign and start getting conversions. There's competition now, so you really have to spend some time studying this. But we like Bing ads because it's less competitive and you can find some niches there. You may not find the volume that you want, but Bing ads is nice. And then we love display as well. So we actually use a display ad management platform that taps us into 37 different ad networks and allows us to really kind of pick exactly where we want our ads to be served. We can come up with visual, creative, and display advertising is it's going to be a little bit more effort to get optimized in terms of how to dial in your conversions, but it is something that we find to be extremely productive because we can always find a traffic source, a URL where conversions are coming from over time that we can optimize for and grow. So conversion for display is something that is definitely worth it in terms of a traffic source. Your brand may be, if you have a product or service that's targeted more towards millennials or people up to, say, even 40 years old, social ads may be a good source as well, something to test in terms of an alternative funnel. The key is for your traffic source, though, is you cannot expect to dial in a campaign that's paid ad traffic quickly. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a couple $1,000s minimum of testing budget to get going. And the reason for that is that most softwares allow you to do conversion tracking and to drive your campaigns based on conversion performance. So you have to get 3 to 5 conversions, sales or leads, to really allow the software to start optimizing against the conversions that you're having to get the best campaign possible. So traffic source, that's important. Don't just go to AdWords and say, hey, this is where we're running our campaign. It's not going to be the best profitable campaign for you long term. You have to look at alternative traffic sources and find the gems where you can convert traffic and sales. Next thing is ad creation. So context is huge here. You'll hear me talk about context in a lot of our videos, but what somebody's typing in has to contextually connect throughout the entire process. What they're searching for, what the ad is, or the site that they're on, the ad that creative that you're creating, it has to align with the actual landing page that you're creating, as well as the product that they're buying, the value proposition. You have to connect the story, but then you also have to make sure that you're creating an emotion within that ad that encourages someone to take action. So, you can Google like a list of emotions, but fear of missing out, inspiration, motivation. There's a lot of different emotions that you can evoke, but the ability to quickly evoke the right emotion within the right person and then connecting that to ad creative landing pages in the buying process is extremely important. So make sure too, if you're doing display, it's worth its weight in gold to hire a good designer for good creative. It's extremely important. Next thing is landing page creative and optimization. We recommend creating a couple of versions of landing pages. Things that you're going to want to include in a landing page, third-party validation or social proof, so client testimonials, product reviews. Make sure that that is above the fold and very visible in a world where unless someone knows your brand because you're a Canon, a Nikon, a Sony, Best Buy, unless someone knows your brand, you have to have third-party credibility above the fold, or just with the way that cybersecurity is going, and security in general. People need to be able to trust you immediately. The other thing is good product imagery, or good imagery that communicates your service offering, is extremely important as well. Make sure that your imagery is not stock. If you can, make sure that your quality of the creative that you're producing is good. The next thing is having a call to action or multiple call to actions above the fold, making sure if there's a form for someone to fill out or a buy now button, that's above the fold as well. And so just make sure you use the above the fold space well. A lot of times we recommend just taking the main navigation for a website completely off the top of your website as well. So that's something to take into consideration so you can funnel people into where you want them to funnel them. Next thing is retargeting, and then CA is cart abandonment if you're e-commerce. So when someone comes to your website, we want to be able to put them into a funnel where we're continually showing them the ad time and time again until they have enough brand impressions where they're comfortable with the brand. They're going to click on the ad and it's going to turn into a lead. Retargeting is extremely important. You can do retargeting through display, you can do retargeting through Facebook, but having that retargeting is extremely important and worth its weight in gold to get the brand touches to bring someone back in to actually get the purchase. And then if you are a retailer, cart abandonment is, we see 37% on average across the board. Conversion rates for cart abandonment across all of our customers. And so it's really just creating a series of emails that somebody's partially filled out a checkout form, and an hour later, a day later, a week later, we're sending them additional offers to bring them back and complete their purchase. Very, very effective strategy. Next is to make sure that your ads are contextual and dynamic. So especially with retargeting, you do have the capability to serve someone retargeting ads based on the page or the service or the product that they were looking at. So if someone's looking to buy skincare and a specific SKU product line, we can actually show them a retargeting ad that's the exact product that they were looking at based on their behavior on their site. Something that is not difficult to do if you're not really tech savvy or you're not into marketing. It's something your agency can do for you, something we can do for you, but it's not all that difficult. In this area here, Forum 5, this is where performance, these are the two things that determine whether or not your campaign is really going to be profitable. Right? So you can have super high volume, for example, like, you know, we're in the marketing world, so our average ticket volume might be $20,000 to $50,000. We have a little bit more ceiling for what we can, an acceptable cost per sale is. But if you're selling a $50, $100, or $170 product, you have to dial these in very quickly or you're losing money on your campaign. Now, you also have to take into consideration average customer lifetime value may be the most important metric for you. So if your product's $170 and you're paying $200 for a sale, it may be okay to you because you know that 1.7, you know, every customer places 1.7 orders over the course of their lifetime. But you got to know those numbers and you got to dial these in to make sure that you're very effective from a campaign perspective. And the last thing are just tools and tricks. At bare minimum, we recommend checking out services like AdRule. AdRule is a retargeting platform that makes it very easy to start doing retargeting. We recommend Optimizely. Optimizely is a plug-and-play A/B testing optimizing tool that allows you to optimize your creative on your landing pages. So does it work better with the form over here or the form over here? Does it work better with a blue button or a green button? Those things are very easy to change within Optimizely as well. Google Analytics is obviously extremely important as well. And then a good ad management software if you're going to manage the ad yourself, something that has access to display networks, something that can manage your ad spend and really optimize your campaigns and help you get the best return on investment for the money that you're spending. So that's that. So those are our 6 key points for making sure you have a profitable ad spend. If there's an area that you're not performing well in right now, really take the time and block off the candle and dial that in. That can revolutionize your campaign. And we see it time and time again. When you get a campaign that's not profitable and you show a business like they can run profitable campaigns spending ads and the light bulb clicks. It's all of a sudden like, wow, I can scale my business now. I can turn on a switch and I can get new sales and new leads and new business whenever I want. That's a shift in a business that most businesses haven't experienced and would love to. So you can visit us at commerceacceleration.com. Feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to help you out. And hopefully you can catch us on our next YouTube video or on our website. So again, Brad McCrory, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.